Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. We're very quickly approaching, actually the measure of our last streak, which is awesome. Really good rate of fire and or shot speed here. Damage doesn't seem that good. 9E4C 69. Okay. And then the final two characters were P2. Which, I mean, there's some humor in that in and of itself, I suppose, but you can't deny that this is now the chosen run as a result of the 6 and or the 9 located in the seed description itself. It's a balanced start. It's not crazy powerful. It's not really like behind the 8 ball. It becomes really bad if we lose our spirit heart. Like if we get hit by a champion or something like that early on, then this is going to be scary. But for now, you know what? We don't get Papa Fly very often, so I'm content to have it here. But for now, this is fine. Not great. Spider Butt at least is frequently useful, and it does provide us with almost like a little bit of a pseudo Necronomicon effect. And we'll try to use this on rooms where it actually gives us some value. Like there's not much of a value add there, but here, for example, if we can at least wound these enemies and then let myself or, you know, Papa Fly or maybe even Peeper's Eye help us out here, that's good. Get this Tinted Rock. 2 Spirit Hearts is probably the ideal haul right now because it gives us a little bit more safety, but I'm definitely like in the market for damage. But you know what? It's like first you get the HP, then you get the damage, then you get the win. I don't know what movie that's from. You know, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the women. I don't know what this is from. And maybe I've made myself look ignorant as a result of that. You know what? It's bound to happen from time to time. Fun while it lasted, alright. Thank you, Papa Fly. That, like, as an adult man, I can't say thank you, Papa. Even if something comes after that. Like, even if I was like, if Papa John's sponsored me, if they were like, okay, at the end of your streams, you just gotta say thank you, Papa John's, for the subscription. I'm like, can I just say PJ? Thank you, PJs? Because thank you, Papa John's doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth. It's like we've got a relationship that's a little bit more than business related. There's nothing wrong with that. It just makes me uncomfortable to say Papa as an adult, even as a kid. From the age of about 6 months onwards, I didn't call my parents Mom and Dad. I just called them by their Earth names. The names that normal human beings call other human beings. Other organic creatures here on this, the third rock from the sun. I'm not an alien sent from Mars to colonize your planet. Don't even sweat it. Alright, well, half a spirit art cost there is fine. We got, like, the most boring, useful upgrade from our last boss, and that was, just 1 HP. It would have refilled some hard containers, but we didn't need it, which I guess is a blessing. But for now, we're just going to move along here. We know we're going to have enough HP to at least consider whatever's in our deal with the devil. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go to this double key room unless something really turns around consumable-wise in the very near future. But so far, the run is, like, fairly average. It's not a bad thing. It's just a thing. 1 bomb for 1 key is fine, but sometimes the bomb... Ooh, a second fly item is actually really interesting here. We're 1 away from Beelzebub, I think. Try to put it like there. Wow, that actually worked really well. Not only... Wow, they just had to make like 10 adjustments on the fly there. Not only to get the key, but also to get myself out of that kind of situation where the key would have been tough to grab, because at least those turrets started moving in different directions here. So this is nice. And I actually really like Attack Fly as an item. You know, if you pressed me... Whoa, thank you for the Spirit Heart. This is very nice. If you pressed me, I probably prefer the Attack Fly to the to any of the orbitals except maybe Sack Dagger, because it's far enough away from us that we can actually like be relatively safe in using it, which is nice. I figure might as well just go to our boss fight here. No reason to like worry too much about going to our shop before we can tell if we're actually able to get something out of this. Let's just murder this guy, and I feel like that's pretty much the kill shot right there. I can't believe I got hit at the end of it, but... Okay, Toothpicks is an awesome DPS upgrade, and we'll take Black Powder, which, with okay speed, is, like, not useless, but mostly we're taking this for the precedent at this point, unfortunately. We got a double key room and a shop. We actually can go to both. And their secret room probably borders the shop, but I don't really want to take advantage of that, actually, because I might need that bomb to get something from the shop. But let's see what we got in here first. 3 runes. Onsus is okay. Blank rune didn't really do anything for us. So I guess we take Onsus, use it on the next floor. Or a future floor. It doesn't have to be the next floor. Hopefully, like, a nice passive, like Black Candle in here. Well, it wasn't our secret room anyway. I don't really want the stopwatch. I think I'm just gonna buy a key and move on then. Still got 12 cents. It's a good situation. We're about a minute ahead of boss rush. We've improved ourselves damage-wise. Like, I think this run it's charting, like, just a little bit above average, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as we've got enough Spirit Hearts to keep ourselves going, that's good. But the problem is that, you know, the Spirit Hearts eventually will fall by the wayside, and we're going to need something to replace them. Whether that's more Spirit Hearts or, you know, more Red Hearts or Demon Hearts or anything along these lines. Basically any variety of heart is what I'm trying to get at here. I'm not sure if you picked up on the theme, the variations therein. Okay, just get this guy killed. We don't really care what he drops because we can't get it. I think we will just quickly peep this, and I'm really happy to do so. So there's one way to replace Spirit Hearts, is just by getting other Spirit Hearts via Guppy to replace them, which is great. And the Mind is also awesome, but makes me feel like an idiot for not using Onsus sooner. But apart from that, this is really good. Now we really want Black Candle, so we can actually guarantee ourselves the, mapping every single floor. If you can give me a bomb here, that would be ideal. Okay, no worries. The first bomb is actually not going to go to our secret room. It's going to go to that mob trap room that has the 2 stone chests on it, because something like a cricket's head at this point, because we only have 3.5 HP, and most of it is not permanent, we're not really guaranteed to win if we get some damage upgrades, but it would take us along the path to victory, you know? It's not the exit of the freeway of victory, but it's like one of the, you know, must-see roadside attractions along the way, if you know what I mean. You shouldn't say if you know what I mean in that situation, because it sounds like when I say roadside attraction, I'm talking about something dirty, when I'm not. I don't even know what that would possibly imply. Deep Pockets is well worth picking up, as might be the red card in there, you know, the playing card, but I'm not sure yet if that's going to be on our list of things to do today. Let's try a bomb here. I was kind of hoping to get the mushroom out of it, but oh well. Not a big deal, you know, 1 bomb for 2 keys is still a good trade, even though the bombs are pretty valuable for us at present. And then we get 2 bombs, but hopefully, like, oh, that was dumb. But Guppy paid out, fantastic. You know, every penny that we get, we should be stoked about, because it could be a luck upgrade, which is really good for Guppy. It wasn't, but, you know, I'm trying to always look on the bright side of life, you know? Remember that the last laugh is on you. That's the worst Monty Python cast member impression I've ever heard. That was supposed to be Eric Idle. It actually came out sounding a little bit more like Billy Idol. It was a nice day to shot again. It's a nice day for a brown wedding. Are we gonna go to that second secret room? I can't imagine that being a good use of my time. Thank God I at least hit these guys before they teleported. Now, most of them should die in, like, 1 hit. Have our tears been red since we got toothpicks? Because in my brain, I'm like, they just turned red, like, just now. How did that happen? But I don't think that's true. And the blue guys have so much more HP. Whoa, that was close. Okay, honestly, we don't need the golden key. So I'm going to be a total asshole and just not grab it. We have Onsus Rune, which is literally useless at this point unless we re-roll our whole run. So I think we take this. Paid 5 cents for at least 2 bombs. That's an acceptable trade. Let's see what's going on down here in our boss room. It's the Forsaken. It's not bad. I really wish I got on the other side of this dude before he did this, though, because we could have had our fly rotating with us, which would have been amazing, but instead, we'll Spider Butt. I'm trying to use Spider Butt as, like, a kill shot here, just so I know that I get value out of it as soon as I press it. Magician is basically worthless. Hermit is actually potentially valuable. Ooh, man, it's been forever since we've had Brimstone. I'm stoked. And I mean that sincerely. We haven't had this item in quite some time. Does it make this run an easy win? Probably. But, am I okay with that? Certainly. I'm so okay with it that I felt the need to do an impression of the Three Stooges for a reason that, you know, is unbeknownst to my waking conscious brain, but my subconscious was, like, really into it for some reason. Shoop-de-whoop. I feel like it's sort of... I mean, it does increase our damage, but it does, like, the same thing that Brimstone does. If I'm gonna shoot Shoop-de-whoop, why not just shoot Brimstone instead and then save our other item? At least our other item gives a status effect, which may help us, you know, be more likely to hit the enemies or more likely to, you know, kill them quickly, blah, blah, blah. So we're probably going to Hermit out of here. And that's another speed down pill. So I guess, actually, we're not going to Hermit out of here because of the fact that the Hermit card is now sunk deep beneath the boss that lies to the center of the map. That's unfortunate. Who's our next boss? Is it Mega Fatty? You know what? Even though we killed half the bosses in there, I am absolutely A-okay with just saying I'm not going to fight Mega Fatty. He's just annoying. We don't have another bomb. Ah! Okay, we need a bomb or 2 cents. Because Sackboy is basically non-negotiable. And it's weird to say this, but, you know, since picking up Brimstone, I'm, like, acutely aware of how little damage we're doing. Rate of fire is great. Like, we can really pump out these Brimstone shots, but, we're lacking quite a lot in the actually, you know, having Brimstone shots kill anything department. I'm an idiot, and I just realized maybe this is the whole reason we got that 2 of clubs on the last floors, so that we could guarantee ourselves from why we got it from a cosmic sense, I should say. You know, I've been engaging in the power of positive thinking. I made a vision board. I put up a big PNG of Sackboy, and here it is. Thank you, Oprah. Finally, all my dreams have come true. So we'll grab this. Grab Sackboy. I'm kind of hoping like we walk in, walk out. Yeah, more of them became sacks. Does that just work forever? No. Well, maybe, but we can't say for certain. We got the devil. That's pretty good. I'm actually going to blow this up one more time to try to get more sacks out of it. We got the stars, which is beautiful. No matter what they say, words can't bring you down. I'm going to use the stars card right now, even though, you know, teleport cards are useful for other purposes. I feel like this is fine. Hopefully we'll get a deal with the devil. And hopefully it will not be Krampus. Almost like too many keys at this point, but not gonna complain. I don't think we really care about blowing up that dude in the middle to get money. Especially because now we went in there with like 7 cents and now we have 24 cents. This is probably every once in a while, like, I'll peep you know, an Isaac post on the subreddit or something like that. It's like, man, Brimstone is actually, like, pretty bad. This is the run that creates that perception that Brimstone is bad. Brimstone is lovely. By itself, it's almost like a game winner. But it just needs, like, a little bit more. It's like saying, you know, you need to add salt and pepper to a dish. It already tastes delicious by itself. You just need a little bit of extra seasoning. And that's what we're looking for right now. And I mean, we're not going to gain anything here that's liable to improve that too much. But Sin Robes, at the very least, does give us a little bit of a bonus. Why don't we roll Krampus's head? Or sorry, Spider Butt. Why don't we roll Spider Butt? I mean, we're in a situation in which we already have some Brimstone lasers. We turn down Shoop-de-Whoop. Let's turn down Shoop-de-Whoop times 4, but you can only use it, you know, 1/3 as often. But Ceremonial Robes is a big pickup there. At least it's like some extra damage. And we got a little bit of a time advantage right now. At least a minute or so. So we're definitely going to take our time in trying to find these rooms, especially with the mind, that can give us extra advantages. Like, this room had the potential to give us a Guppy item, so of course we're going to go through with it. Rooms that don't give us potential advantages are more likely to just be left by the wayside, so we have a chance at boss rush. And honestly, Brimstone is like the boss rush champion as far as like passive items go. So I wouldn't even mind doing boss rush. However, of course, it would be nice to just teleport out of it as well. We'll see what the game decrees us to be able to do. I appreciate the black heart at the very least. I mean, we still have 0 HP, so to have any HP is nice. I will admit, you know, I'm not attached to Spider-Bud, even though I've, you know, it's won the gauntlet now twice in a row of, like, you know, items we're keeping. The spacebar item gauntlet. But I would replace it with something a little bit more, like, defense-focused or utility-focused. But for right now, it's just like, if I don't kill an enemy in one shot, you might as well just pop Spider-Bud. And honestly, Book of Shadows is, like, the perfect item to take here. That's another speed down pill. Which, it makes sense to take if we get PhD or something like that, but, you know, who cares? You know, I'd say, oh, wait, you might as well, you know... I don't even know. Rarely does this happen, but I'm at a loss for words. I don't have a good metaphor. In my head, I was like, it's like saying, hey, you might as well keep your shitty magic cards, because maybe one day they'll rise in money. But then I was like, that's a little bit of an exclusionary metaphor. Not everybody, you know, plays Magic the Gathering, obviously. They don't understand the economy, which is not even like a negative thing. It's just the joke's going to fall on deaf ears. And then it was like, oh, we've already committed to it, though. How are we going to back out of it now? And then here we are, basically. But for now, we can just move onwards. This, I would pretty much say that we have won the game as a result of this Book of Shadows pickup. What would help me out a lot is like a sack dagger. Excuse me. Basically so I could run into enemies and kill them easily, because our damage is still sort of shitty, but it stands to get better as the game goes longer, but... we got a little ways to go before that's, you know, guaranteed, or at least, you know, highly likely. But if you give me a deal with the devil here, I mean, we've already fought Krampus. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Beautiful. 4 pills. Fantastic. How many speed downs? 3? 0? Puberty. I can see forever. Perks. And infested. That's not bad. I really thought I could fly, but you know what? Gimpy hooked me up. I was just looking for a second secret room quickly. If it's not here, I'm going to leave. Wow! I really thought it was going to be there. Oh, you know what? We've already been to the second secret room, you dummy. And we'll head down to the next floor. A minute ahead of schedule for boss rush, but honestly, without a teleport card, I'm not that attached to it. But we'll see. What do we got in here? I do want to do that. I think first, I'm just going to take advantage of the fact that we have a little extra time. I'm going to go up here and explore the shop. I don't mind spending 2 keys instead of 2 bombs to get into that special room there, because we don't have 2 bombs. So it makes the decision pretty easy. Red chests or stone chests, please. Okay, a broken donation machine and a lot of money. This is actually potentially great. The Joker card is a teleport card, so now we can easily do boss rush. Honestly, with all the sacks on this room, it's a little bit complicated to choose what we want here. So let's get our Joker card. We know we want that. And then instead of 2 of Hearts, Chariot's okay, Magician's not good, Lovers is not good, Moon is another teleport card. We might as well use the Moon card right now. Oh, this is great, because now we know Greed is not going to be in our... we know Greed is not going to be in our shop. We got a 2 of Spades, which is lovely. So we basically picked up, like, 32 keys in that room, which is pretty awesome. Magician, Death, Chariot. I guess we'll take Chariot, but the other card, the playing card on the ground is 2 of Hearts. So don't think that we're leaving behind, like, another 2 of Spades or another Joker or something like that. Now that I've had, like, a second to decompress and think about it, we probably should have saved the Moon card, and then if we didn't get a deal with the devil, use the Joker to teleport out of boss rush. If you did get the deal with the devil, use the Moon card, and then you save the Joker card for the future. But it's hopefully fairly inconsequential. But that's a pretty good haul for us here. And we'll probably just use the Chariot, like... well, we don't need it now, because we have Book of... well, we should have used it, because we had Book of Shadows charged up but didn't do anything about it. The Chariot is actually, like, worse than Book of Shadows, because we can't shoot while we have the Chariot card active. So we might as well just continue popping invincibility here, and then it's the 2 of Clubs, alright. You can see, like, this is why I don't want to fight boss rush. Even though it is Brimstone, so like fighting boss rush is probably going to be relatively easy compared to like if we didn't have Brimstone. Look at how long it's taken us to kill like a single Loki here. It's almost embarrassing. I am realizing at this point we're going to have to get a move on if we actually want to get the boss rush in general. We're about to be at 18 minutes. That's no joke. When it's at like 17:59, it's all haha, we got so much time. You get down to 18 minutes, you're like, shit, we have two seconds. Get in the car. You know, it's that sounded threatening. It's actually just a father on a family vacation. Now, if you could... There we go. Sad Onion. It's a rate of fire increase that I don't really need, but I do like Sad Onion. I'll take it either way. Just in general, I'm a fan of the whole onion family. You want to give me some garlic? You want to give me some green onions or scallions? You want to give me some shallots? I'm all in. I'm a big fan of the onion genus. And I feel onion is like one of those vegetables that is like, even if you don't like vegetables, you got to give some respect to onion, right? Those of you out there might be like, I don't like onion. You know what? When I was 16, well, when I was like 0 to 16, I was like the world's pickiest eater. Now, I'll eat anything. And I know that, you know, your parents, your friends, they've probably been saying that to you forever, right? They're like, one day, you're gonna not be a picky eater anymore. I was just like you. And you're like, yeah, whatever, Mom. No, I have like a serious constitutional problem with broccoli, right? Like, nah. It'll change, man. Before I went to college, I didn't like soup. I was like, you know, if you had asked me why didn't you like soup? Freaking, I don't eat drinks for dinner. The soup is just a savory drink. Now I'm like Mr. Soup. I love it. It's the greatest. Healthy, nourishing. It can feel like a huge meal. It can feel like a small meal. It acts as a side as well as a meal, an entree, if you will. Pairs well with both salads and sandwiches. I didn't like rice before I went to college. And then, you know, there's the dining hall, and you're like, well, here's my choices. I can either eat pizza, like, oh, we're definitely taking Capricorn. Although, yeah, we're definitely taking Capricorn. I can either, like, eat pizza every day and, like, ruin my health. I think you take Guppy's head. Let's do it. I'm going all in here. Or I could like learn to like some other foods. I'm not saying rice is good for you, but you know, you gotta sample a little bit. Then when I moved to Korea, I started eating like, you know, try everything. It's like the Shakira song from Zootopia, right? Try everything. I ate some like boiled silkworm pupa. Wouldn't recommend it. But you know what? I would recommend at least trying it. You gotta know what you like before you gotta know you don't like something. Nothing annoys me more than you like, you know, trying to eat with another adult, and they're like, hey, can you give me the Caesar salad? No lettuce, please. Why don't you like lettuce? Oh, it's just a flippin' leaf. Yo, that's a conceptual problem, man. What's wrong implicitly with eating a leaf? Nothing. You eating like the flesh of another creature. If anything, I think there's more of a conceptual problem with that from like a grossness standpoint. Like, not even from an ethical or moral standpoint, just like, this used to have, like, sentience. Whereas a leaf, you're like, what's wrong with eating a leaf, man? Just grows on the ground. I'm a meat eater myself. I'm omnivorous. I'm just saying. People say, why don't you just eat the freaking, you know... I know you're listening, Sin Victor. Why don't you just eat the freaking soil? Dude's coming at me with his anti-hummus rhetoric on the regular. Why don't you just save a step and eat dirt? Come on, man. You're missing out. Algiz, Fool... AWAS? Algiz. I think 2 Algiz is more important for us. We'll just use the Gaz right away. Yeah, 2 Algiz is going to be the ticket here, I think. And we definitely want to see if we get deals with the devil, because we could get, like, 9 lives plus another Guppy item is the dream you always want to see at this point on a run. It gives you HP, allows you to use that HP to become Guppy. And you get whatever function out of the other items anyway. We did get a deal with the devil. Oh, can we take it and live? We would have half of a heart. I can't do it. I can't do it. If only one of these was 9 lives, it would change everything. But look at that. Get the Guppy Brimstone dream, and yet we can't take it. We can't take it through to fruition. That is like a textbook case of why you should explore all of every floor if you have the time to do so, and it's not gonna like it's not gonna cost you a chance at boss rush. Because it's a risk-reward thing. Most of the time you explore, you're probably not gonna get anything that's super useful. If we'd gotten like 2 spirit hearts that time, it would have been worth it. But it's okay. All in all, I still consider that we're pretty well off here. Very well off here, actually, and, you know, we got other things that improve our chances in the future, like Gimpy and Sackboy. We're getting good value out of Guppy's head with all these battery charges. And, oh, no. Algiz. With both of these Algiz runes and 46 keys, I'm kind of thinking that we should really just fight Hush. We have 46 keys. So we're definitely going to be able to get into everything that's locked on the blue womb. The question just becomes, like, is 2 Algiz runes enough? Kind of want to play this a little bit. It's working out really well. Is 2 Algiz runes enough to protect us and make sure that we're, like, 100% guaranteed to be safe? Is it going to be fun? Honestly, you don't want to hear the answer to that, because I'm going to say it's fairly unlikely to be that much fun. We're not going to be doing so much damage. Although, with the mark, we're a little stronger now. Really, if you just give me, like, 1 more Spirit Heart, I'm ready to go. We'll probably be able to buy 1 in the shop. And you know what? We should save money for the shop as well. So I'm going to go down to 25 cents. Let's just get 2 consumables and whatever the item is. And I went down to 24 cents because I wasn't paying attention. And that's okay. We didn't get that money back, but we can always blow up our donation machine on the blue womb if we choose to do that, which we may or may not. I don't know. We're not going to be generating flies. You might be looking at this and saying, like, oh, well, you got all these flies. Why would you worry about, you know, your damage? You got fly damage. Well, you're not wrong, except that I only generate 3 flies going into the Hush fight from this fight right here. So, unless we get, like, 12 battery charges, which are not worth buying, you know what? I think that damage has settled it that I'm not going to fight Hush. Not just that it's risky, but, like, not that much fun. Not with this damage, at least. And inevitably, that's going to be a disappointment to some of you. I apologize. Look at that, though. Little Steven for your troubles. Are we even now? Even Stevens? Was that a joke intentionally or not? Maybe, maybe not, you know? That's for me to know and you to find out. What a douchey sentence. That's for me. That's like a Michael A.L. Fox sentence right there. I say that, you're going to say, why'd you call your friend a douche? I didn't call my friend a douche. But if you talk to Michael A.L. Fox, don't be surprised if he says, that's for me to know and you to find out. That's just his kind of comment. That's not the Hierophant. And immediately, you know, as we've taken damage on this floor, I'm like, man, oh my god. I'm really glad we didn't go to the Hush fight, because I am not playing very well right now. Credit card is worthless unless we get a Joker card. But otherwise, I mean, I'm still happy it exists. I just wish that, maybe it had shown up, I don't know, on the floor that had 2 Guppy items on the deal with the devil. That would have helped me out a great deal. Lost a lot of HP down here. I'm almost thinking, like, what if instead of taking Guppy's head, we stick with the invincibility from Book of Shadows, and we take Lord of the Pit? Like, is that actually the correct outcome to take in order to have the best chance possible of victory? Not that we're in a bad spot right now, because we really aren't. But I wonder, like, if I can go back, I just sort of, like, Guppy's head is one of those items I gravitate towards because it's a good spacebar item, it helps out with your damage, and it gives you the Guppy transformation chance. But, admittedly, I kind of overlooked that Lord of the Pit could have been very valuable for us, even if it is, like, a little bit more boring. So I'm going to pop Algiz here, and we're going to get in there. Really just want to make sure that we're using the Algiz rune to the best of our abilities, so that's going to mean, like, if we can get through these first 2 phases at least, then I'll consider this useful. And I don't want to pop the other Algiz rune. I don't really want to save the other Algiz rune for Blue Baby. There's probably, like, better situations that are a good use of our time. Now, if this dude could actually, like, be in sync with our ability to use our attack fly, that'd be nice for once. That one's a little better. This is like the common theme of our recent runs. Please don't let me frame this that I have not thrown it a little bit. But so often we're like, hey, we got like 2 good items, we're set, we got the win. And then somehow we don't have the win. The win has forsaken us. No curses really recently, which is great. Curse of the Maze is not really like, I don't consider myself to have jinxed myself there. Mom's Contacts, Butt Bombs, Bumbo, and Book of Revelations. And Guppy's Head is good, but I think you feel like maybe you take Book of Revelations. Wow, that was actually idiotic of me. You take Book of Revelations, if for no other reason than to at least get a Spirit Heart charged up. We might as well charge it now, just in case we need it. Just in case we need it. Alright, I don't like fighting too many greeds. You know, it's a lot of angles to account for here. But this is a lot of sacks that have dropped. Bumbo! Actually, you know what, Bumbo? All that money belongs to you. It's yours! It's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Whose cash is... Oh. Out of respect... Come on now. Out of respect for you, the audience, I am not going to pop this Emperor card unless I need to do it to survive. Feedback I got, you know, probably like close to a year ago at this point, and like time flies in Isaac, man. The feedback I got probably close to a year ago was like, stop using the Emperor card to skip the chest. The chest, especially with luck upgrades, is really fun to watch because you can get new items that give you awesome synergies. Skip the Cathedral, nobody gives a shit. Skip the chest, and it kind of cuts into the entertainment value a little bit. And I actually 100% agree with that. So I am going to not use our 2 Emperor cards unless it's seriously like, if I don't use this, I think that we'll probably lose. So that's like our emergency alarm here. But I don't think, like, at least for now, we seem fine. You know, we're about to get Book of Revelations. Hopefully we get a tarot card here. That's also amazing. The Devil is actually pretty good. And we want the Devil and Algiz right now. Yeah. Like, if we go into that boss fight with 3 HP and Algiz, it might be mathematically impossible for us to lose unless I can't aim Brimstone, which would be embarrassing in its own right. Alright, this is looking like it's gonna be a win. And honestly, the streak's getting up there, man. We were taken down by some pretty bad RNG on like win 25 last time. To be able to come back with another solid streak immediately after actually has me feeling really good about my Isaac flowchart. You know, the process of winning in Isaac. Now, I don't believe in the power of process that much. You know, it's part of the Agile Manifesto. Interactions and individuals over processes. However, the Isaac process has been serving me well lately. I really wish that, you know, we'd gotten some excellent damage on this run. We were still a little bit, you know, underpowered, I'd say, relative to where you'd expect a Brimstone run to be, but what can I complain? That's a 29-59 win. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.